What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and we're going to go ahead and do the cleanup attacks again. A couple of Town Hall 9s and one Town Hall 8, which is kind of a treat because it's actually Town Hall 8's cleaning up a Town Hall 9, so pretty cool stuff. So, again, not to pick on anybody, I'm actually in here as the failer as well. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some attacks and then how it was tweaked just a little bit, maybe changing one unit composition or a couple units in the composition and coming in maybe a little differently or doing something just a little bit different. So here we go with Brando. That's going to come in with an Archer Queen Walk, or just Queen Walk, and GoVaHo. I think a shattered entry, and he's going to come in from the bottom at 6 o'clock, and he's going to try to break in up at that 6 o'clock area, but it's just not going to happen. The queen's not going to take it. She's just going to keep walking on the outside, and that's pretty much going to be the end of it. So there's at this point, there's not a heavy amount of point defense at her, but it will start picking up a little bit. That expo's set the ground. So right there, you can't use a wall break to behind the queen. It's a very bad idea. She usually will just kind of skip it and then just take a walk step in there and then just keep walking like she's doing. I don't know if he had to use the ability at that point, but it's going to come back and bite him in a little bit. He only has one rage, so he's got one get out of jail free after that ability is used. Starts the shattered coming in from the top, so he's going to get in here. I don't think he knows where the bombs are, although this is a variation of the general. He's using the wizards as a funnel. Just keep your eye on that queen on the bottom there, as she's going to start getting into 3-point defenses in just a second, well, she'll get into 2 again, but that air defense is what's giving the healers the problem, and this is really what busts the raid, because if the queen would have walked into that first compartment and walked around, she would have gotten that air defense and would have had the 4 healers on top of her and would not have had a problem with that health. Here she misses the rage, or no, actually doesn't have a rage, so queen just goes down. That's the end of that portion. Having a little bit of a tough time dealing with that clan castle. Uses a couple poisons, at least one. The enemy king and queen are down, but it's about time just to send in these hogs. The kill squad is running really, really thin here. It's just the king now that's up. I think all the Valkyries are gone, and there wasn't too many hogs there with just one heal left. So it's not going terrible, it's just that's going terrible. So that's the problem, is we need to remove those double giant bomb spots and take care of that kind of stuff. So anyway, we'll go ahead and fast forward this, as it is pretty much over at this spot. Kill squad's done, all the hogs are gone. Hero wizard cleaning up the outer edges, but that's really not going to do anything, especially when he gets into the range of that wizard tower. So we'll go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll go ahead and check out the 3-star that was just tweaked a little bit. So, one of the tweaks was that it was not 2020 heroes, it was 25-25, but I don't think that really made the biggest difference. So we'll go ahead and we'll check out the number 9 attack. Hit again, so by Butler. So, same type of composition, maybe one hog or less, I don't remember. It looks almost exactly the same. 25-13 though, so whatever we made up at the queen makes up with the king on the opposite. Brando had 20-20, he has 25-13, so it ends up to be almost exactly the same, but coming in a little bit higher. Look at the wall break in. That is going to force that queen to get into that first compartment. I'm pretty sure he wanted, and has to use the rage, just barely makes it. I'm pretty sure he wanted to walk up to the northwest. My opinion was to walk up in the northwest, and I can't say that he was wrong. Just say that I am right, because the queen actually took a step that he did not want to. But if you look at this, when he removes these 2 wizard towers, remember where the double giant bomb set is? It's right in between these 2 wizard towers. these hogs have zero reason to walk in this area anymore where these two wizard towers are going down. So therefore, it eliminates the first set of double giant bombs. So that, remember, that's what crushed his hogs in that one. So he's still trying to make that queen walk northwest. It ain't going to happen. Just accept it, and let's keep going with it. I think it was the right way to go anyway. Has 2 poisons to deal with this clan castle, and after he gets rid of the clan castle, and then as well, he still has his ability. So again, only 1 get out of jail free. He's already used it. He has the ability, which he's used as well, which I don't think he had to use that, but it's okay. Starts the change a little bit differently. He's going to shatter it from the bottom left here instead of the top left. Now that queen has just gotten rid of that air defense that ruined Brando's queen walk, so that is going good right there. And just needs to power through this right here. Shattered is in, the wall breaker is going to open, a jump goes down to make sure it takes care of that enemy king and enemy queen right here, and can start trickling in those hogs. So just on almost life support, and this is where the difference might have been between a level 25 queen and a level 20 queen. That queen was on life support, but it is going to be revitalized as those healers are out of the sweeper range, are not really being affected too much, and only 1 point defense. So those hogs are still doing work, has 2 more hogs still to send in, and has another heal left over. And they are making their way through there. I'm trying to see, I don't remember if he got rid of the double giant bomb spot up there or not. I think no, the queen doesn't look like she's going to get to it in time, but that's fine. That's no big deal. So those hogs, I think, let's see, yeah, just finished it. So perfect timing. So that golem ends up tripping the double giant bomb with the Valkyries. The damage is done though. All of the defenses are down. That healer does finally a fantastic job switching to those medic Valkyries. Needs to heal them back to full to take care of the rest of these buildings, and everything is going down. He's got a full health army now. The Golemites, Valkyries, Hogs, everybody is full, and that is a 3-star. So again, just shows you, how just a couple tiny things can be tweaked and turn a 1-star into a 3-star, which is a big difference. So with basically the exact same army composition, spells, everything like that, with just a little couple tweaks here and there. Let's go take a look at my attack. All right, so not a very difficult base, not very high level walls. In fact, very low level walls for a Town Hall 9, and defenses are pretty much max Town Hall 8, with a couple of max Town Hall 9s like the cannons and the mortars. And I think maybe the wizard towers. I always get the purples confused. They might be max wiz towers as well. So anyway, I'm going to bring in a shattered GoVaHo, 7 Valkyries, and the rest hogs. So you're going to get a very high percentage. I like the strategy here. The strategy was a winning strategy, and I'll tell you what the biggest mistake was. There's a couple of them, but the biggest mistake I make and near towards the beginning. So everything's going good here. Funneling. Wall breakers go in successfully. Break in there. Drop the archer queen. Drop the king. Everything's going in now. There's the problem right here. Is these Valkyries I sent in just a little bit too early. I just needed to wait till that king and the golem gets in there, because right now those Valkyries are so fast they move in forward, and if you check the Valkyries out, they get roasted by that. Look at that, all the little red dots are the Valkyries. All 7 of them are gone. So I just wasted 50 units for nothing. Just they did take care of the archer queen and the barbarian king, but my kill squad is done, and I'm losing to some of these things to traps, springs, these hogs, and not getting great benefit out of the way I'm deploying my hogs. I do have 2 heals. 1 is left over there. This is a fresh hit, so I have no idea where the bombs are, but I've triggered 2 already. Double giant bomb set, and these hogs are making their way through the base. I think that might have been a little premature. Fortunately, my golem goes and trips the other giant bomb set, so I don't have to really worry about that. And my hogs have got to push a long way through. So the queen has to use her ability. I have got the funneling starting up top, so that's a good thing. And I could have started the other wizards up there, but here's where the second mistake is. That queen is just going to go down right there. Go ahead and just use a haste, because hey, why not? I was supposed to bring another poison, but I did not, so that was my mistake. And at this point, these hogs are just going to get taken out by that. And this lone wizard tower, look at those springs, perfect springs. And at this point, I've got the wizard tower focusing on a Golemite and my barbarian king. I have one more wizard left. I'm not sure I would have been able to make the 3 stars on this, but it would have been interesting to see. With a minute and a half left, I should have dropped that wizard now, and to take care of that wizard tower. I should have dropped it down about 4 or 5 seconds ago. And that Golemite went down, and the nearest thing was the wizard, so it's focusing back on the king again, and that's a big problem. So just really bad timing for me. That wizard tower is probably on its life support. It probably has 1 or 2 hits left, if that, from a wizard. So, you know, we're making our way through. 56 seconds left. These wizards are doing their thing. I would have had my barbarian king up. I would have had another wizard up to do this. So, again, probably not a 3-star because of time, but you never know. You never know. 91% is a very high percentage. So let's go ahead and check out the 3-star hit on number 15. A very similar comp, but he brings in 3 golems instead of Valkyrie. So he's going a stone entry, and I can tell you that, you know, by the fact that my Valkyries went down so fast, that's a better choice. Obviously, he gets the 3 stars, so it definitely is a better choice. He sends them in already, starts the funneling, starts the wall break, same entry as me. It was a good entry, and you know, it did what it was supposed to do. Then he'll drop the king and queen. Notice that his king and queen are actually lower than mine, you know, it can be hit by even a lesser royals than mine were. But, you know, that queen's going to start walking a little, but she'll get back on track again. Drops the poisons to go ahead and take care of this clan castle. As soon as this stupid storage goes down, that queen will turn back around, and she'll start shooting the... so she actually does nothing. She's just completely worthless. But she'll get 1 hit or 2 hits, and there we go. But, you know, same hog deployment. Uses a giant to start tanking for a little bit. I don't think the giants were really necessary, especially low-level giants, level 5. Still loses a lot to traps, but he's got 3 heals left for these hogs. And that one giant, that double giant bomb set is already gone. Still heals almost exactly the same spots as me. So not too much has changed, but... he's not going to lose. He still has 4 more hogs left, and he's not going to lose them all to this double giant bomb. So that's very, very nicely done, and sends almost the rest of the hogs, leaves those 3 left. Now finally sends them in as they were aggro on the other one, standing in heals. Very nice, patient timing, and yeah, these hogs have got to kill just 1 point defense and 1 splash damage. So they still, let's see if they lose all of them to the trap. So it just loses 1 to trap. So those hogs take a very nice turn. And I mean, it almost has the exact same left as me, except for those extra 4 hogs, which is going to be the difference. So it has a minute of cleanup. No wizards on the top, though. So it's a little different for me. My wizards were already coming down, so maybe I could have gotten a 3-star. Who knows? But tweaked it a little bit, you know, used the stone entry instead of Valkyrie, and healed brought an extra heal because my rage didn't do anything for those. Or did I bring? I don't remember what I brought, but whatever it was, it just didn't go the way I needed to. Maybe he held back an early heal, but whatever it was, you know, very nice tweak and nicely done. So. Good 3-star attack, and way to just tweak it that little bit, get those extra 9%. All right, let's take a look at our last one. These will be Town Hall 8 attacks, so we'll check that out. All right, so we were fortunate again. Our Town Hall 8s, you know, cleaned up all of their Town Hall 8 attacks, and they were able to hit up. We let them go ahead and try a couple of these lower Town Hall 9s, especially this one. I think this is the lowest Town Hall 9 they had. It is, for all intents and purposes, a Town Hall 8. I don't even know if they have the other traps like the extra giant bomb or not. We'll see in a second. They do have a level 1 Archer Queen, so they do have a couple of the storage, like the gold and like level 1 or like of the storage and gold. So you know, and it is a max Town Hall 8 defense. So you know, it's definitely tougher than a Town Hall 8. So this was a good opportunity. So Gringo brings in a Mass Hog, and he's going to double poison here. And we'll go ahead and fast forward this. And there we go. And uses the king to do a king-queen swap. So these wizards will also help in that. As soon as the queen gets aggro, they should go ahead and switch onto that archer queen and help out with that. While the king is tanking for those defenses, sends the hogs in there as well. Might as well get 2 for 1. And he's gonna, I think this is a fresh hit, so he has no idea where any of the bombs are. So kind of going in blind here, which is always a little scary when you're hitting up to a low Town Hall 9 with a Mass Hogs, where if you hit a double giant bomb at any spot, your raid could be over. But very nicely done. I don't agree sending in 2 giants there. There's absolutely no reason to do that. Those were a complete waste of space, but that's fine. You know, he's sending it. He's got 1 heal. He's got 2 heals left now. 1 heal left, and that's why he's doing the surgical deployment. That allows you to hold back some of these hogs. He still has 14 hogs left to, you know, in case one of these sets hits a giant bomb, which he's now healing up just for a single giant bomb. Though, so it's not a double giant bomb set, but he has. Still quite a bit of hogs left, and they're still making their way through the base. So very fortunately, only like 3 of them hit the other giant bomb, which is exactly what you want to do, the surgical deployment. And unfortunately, they hit that last one just a little bit too late. We're standing right with the king, so you know, they're almost dead. So it's almost over, and we'll go ahead and fast forward this. So that king will start doing a little bit of damage, and we'll just watch as the rest of the cleanup is not in time. Those wizards are not going to be able to get past that king anyway, so even if they did have the time, they'll get taken out by the king. So very, very nice attack, especially on a fresh hit. I only see 3 giant bombs there, so we'll see if there's another one on the cleanup attack by another Town Hall 8. All right, let's check out the final attack and the hit on number 23. So again, another hog, another double poison, and 3 heals. But look at, since this is a cleanup attack, we know exactly where those giant bombs are. So there goes 1, 2 down automatically right there. We know where that other one is, but it's not easily accessible by just 1 or 2 hogs. So you got to hold back on that. But the double poison is dropped. Actually, we only use 1 poison, so that's even better. So these wizards will go ahead and take care of that with the archers, and drops the giant to tank for that king and the other defenses, and is just going to go ahead and do a kind of surgical deployment there. So I think at this point now that other giant bomb is in by the town hall, but we're still making our way around the bases. I think he's tripped 1 skeleton bomb trap so far. I'll probably wait until he trips the other one before he uses that last poison, but has 2 heals left over now, 1 more left, and you know, drops the king in there to do you know, tank for these hogs. So deploys just about the rest of those hogs. There we go. And saves that last heal for that giant bomb spot. Very nice. Poisons that down because he knows these hogs are going to jump into that poison. Hogs love poison. And those hogs are standing right on the edge of that heal as they trip that last giant bomb. They take out that king with 1 or 2 swipes. And now this base is completely wrecked. So, yeah, this is definitely nice. There was 4 giant bombs. So... even better. Very, very nicely done. Great cleanup attack, and just by tweaking, I don't even know if he tweaked the army at all. I think maybe it was exact same composition, just the deployment style, and it also makes it so much simpler when you know where everything is from a scout attack. So anyway, hopefully you were able to take these attacks, see how you can kind of go in with the same strategy. If it's not broke, if they're very high percentage 1 or 2 stars, go ahead and use the same type of attack. If you can tweak it just a little bit, use those good army compositions, get used to it, practice, get those 6-star clan wars, and practice those 3-star attacks.